In this video, I watched all of Vita Carnis, an incredibly creative analog horror series with very, fleshed out world building. A lot of the prop work and practical effects in this are incredibly unique to the series, and there's just a lot of detail to everything in this world, and I streamed all of it live at twitch.tv/Kwote. If you enjoy this video, this card at the end will take you to the last time you watched an analog horror, and did you know only 20% of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit the bell icon, you'll never miss an upload, and you can always undo it later. This video talks and shows imagery of graphic content like gore, flashing lights, violence, death. Your discretion is advised. Federal law provides severe and criminal penalties for the unauthorized viewing of this footage. Any reproduction, distribution, or display of this video is prohibited. Possession of this footage may lead into investigation and detention. Oops! If released from custody, the apprehended will face a penalty of 500,000. Sorry, immersion breaking.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years.
Real and true.
Creatures big and small have found ways.
I can think of bigger and I can think of smaller. My penis, for instance. Think of which, I'll let you guess which direction I mean it.
From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself.
They look kind of like, those microscopic little freak bugs, but like continent size.
That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying—
Dude, wait, that's such a funny name to open with. National Living Meat Research.
These new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life.
Wow, a truly educational and documentarian effort. I love furthering the scientific study.
Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are and where they came from. They extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity? From what our scientists have discovered,
they are simply little guys whose birthday it is.
The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain: Earth is now their home. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones.
Yo, wait, that's like you guys! You guys have those!
They greatly resemble animals with no skin or store-bought meat.
Deadpool and Wolverine watchers? You know the reference I'm making. No spoilers, though.
Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis. The Carnis species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the crawl.
It says Carnis like carnival performers. Makes me kind of, Are you implying you don't have red stuff inside you and bones inside you? No, dude, I'm a literal floating hoodie. I mean, that's the form I take for your safety, but the less I go into that, the less, you know, your eyes will start bleeding. Well, most of your orifices would start leaking. It's not exactly a pretty sight. Tried to show the real me to people before. They don't stay around long, because they die.
Meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines. A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of other, smaller branches. In each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries.
Oh, I like the actual, like, on paper sketches. I hope we get more of that, because, like, in universe documentation like that looks cool. Like fake diagrams
materials,
of non-existent scary things.
Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. The crawl also obtains energy through another means, using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis.
Honestly, like, I'm not seeing anything particularly offensive or dangerous about these, at least not in a way that we haven't already experienced. It just seems like, if you live in America, like up the East Coast, or you've ever been there, like, it just sounds like fleshy kudzu. I'm sure this will not spiral any further into insanity.
It thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance.
Oh, that's a good photo of kudzu. It's just kudzu.
Where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead.
Oh, that's not so bad.
From plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
That's gotta fuck them up in some way. There's no way it doesn't.
Which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again.
Kudzu! It's kudzu, but less harmful.
Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage.
See? What's the issue, man? Also, I love these pictures. Like, just like this might even just be like color-swapped vines in an already existing dilapidated building, but it's very effective.
It has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
See? What's the problem? Listen, it's ethical meat. It's like everybody everybody talks about lab-grown meat. This is natural. It's sourced from the environment.
The crawl also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying.
Oh, there's more than
Sometime,
one.
a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism and go to live on as an independent animal.
Well, the kid's got to move out someday, you know? Proud parent of meat tendrils.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the Trimmings.
The Trimmings? Okay. Okay, let's go meet our new neighbor. Thank you, Darian. Everybody say thank you, Darian.
Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons.
Damn! I'm sorry. Damn, his barber fucked this shit up. You can tell this is a genuine diagram because they have, like, scientist doctor, like, chicken scratch writing.
All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics. One thing they all share in common is that they are made mostly of meat tissue and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball.
They ain't bother no one.
It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume. Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat.
Oh, they freaks. They like it rotten, bro. They like that shit decomposed.
Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature.
Aw, I was right. They are just little guys.
It lies near the bottom of the food chain.
Just crying all the time.
Making it naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case. Crow constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes.
Yeah, they essentially reproduce asexually, where it can't produce itself, but where it comes from is just a more abundant source, unlike mules.
Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundance.
This is the reality where the commies won.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night.
Just feed them, bro. Train one. Yup, I was gonna say, there's gotta be an in-universe person who just has, like, an exotic trimming pet that goes viral on TikTok.
The next species on our list is the meat snake.
Oh, it's literally called the meat snake. Well, let's see what the next one got going for it.
The meat snake is a worm-like creature made of a variety of types of meat. Its size varies during its lifespan.
Let's just say my peanuts. Fuck you guys.
When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length.
Huh, you would think those would be mitigating factors, but I guess they feed on decomposing things, so.
A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism.
So, as long as you don't die, you should be good. And if you die, skill issue.
It locates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby.
I just quite not notice these news article flashes. I'm like kind of looking back and forth between this and chat. See, like, listen, it was literally there for 2 frames. Give me a break. Largest meat snake ever discovered. During a sweep of underground sediments made during the war, a massive-sized meat snake was discovered stuck inside an underground railway, measured at a total of 40 meters in length. It's believed bodies gathered outside during the war were fed to the creature, causing it to reach unbelievable size. I bet he knows how everything he looks at tastes like. He better. Fucking tongue like that, bro. You better be putting it to use. Not like that. Not like that. Guys, we got them out at the start of the stream. Don't start.
This process shares many similarities to regular snakes. Hence the meat snake's name.
Hey, just wanted to shit on an Imperial or a custom metric user in chat. 40 meters is about 240 feet. No, it's not. It's like half of that, you silly goose. Imagine using American measuring systems. Damn, it's almost like I'm American. I gotta run that back. I'm sorry, fellas. I keep getting distracted by Europeans.
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin and the connection points between muscles. The remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's track. Unsatisfactory parts like skull, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted.
Yeah, it's like seeing like the kernels that you shit out after going to the movie theater the next day.
Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed.
Oh, bro, they got built-in character creator. That's dope. Oh, wait, yeah, there's a human skull in there, wasn't there?
The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
Oh, dude, that art is really good, but oh my god, is it visceral. Shout out this Esther guy. He is in the field.
When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now 2 meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as
just like Siamese twins getting unconjoined. Like, all right, see you later, brother. Had enough of you for a lifetime.
Distinct organism. Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold.
They legit just hang out in public areas. They don't give a damn.
Where there is death, there are meat snakes.
Who's comparing the length of the meat snake to Drake's penis? Stop, dude. Dude.
Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin. Dispose of
They just keep them in the back, feed it.
or on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts. They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around.
That looks like something very docile and domesticated.
Only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself.
Dude, this guy, the narrator in this shit is just so pro meat creature.
Our next creature is the mimic.
Oh no, okay, now we're gonna get okay. We're getting to that territory of what was that? After being stranded at sea, the young prince eventually was cast to an island. Injured, the prince stumbled his way into a nearby cave. The prince used what magic he could to put himself into a healing sleep. Oh boy.
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy.
Looks like something you'd kill in Doom.
They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include
Being freaky.
extended finger length, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature.
But snatched, bro, body goals.
Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence and is only how their facial structure is shaped. The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than human, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, some canine and premolars in the back. This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh. Because of this, they are found solely around human-populated areas.
I mean, they can't be that good at it, because we know a lot about their anatomy, so we've been able to get a few of them hitting the ground dead.
The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl and only have 4 appendages. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. It will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
And there's a third stage?
It now stalks and feeds only on humans.
Mimic locked in home after owner escaped. Oh, skill issue, bro. He has fingers and can't operate a lock from his side.
It will locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target. To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself.
Bro, I do not think that's gonna work. I don't know, man.
And furniture. Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey.
I think humans in this universe just have some elongated limbs by default.
And learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable. This is typically when the human is asleep at night.
That shit gotta be uncomfortable.
The mimic will then execute it immediately. Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene a fair distance away from the human population and begin to digest its meal.
Stationary mimic found outside of town, probably digesting last night's meal. Photographed by Spite of Artemis. I wonder if the people photographing this has more lore to it.
In the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle.
Oh, don't do that. Don't. I've heard that sound effect in so many analog horrors, and it always makes me look because it's got the directional audio. Stop it!
Prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh shit. No, bro, no, dude! Wait. Come on, put him up, bitch! Put him up! I actually have my hands in front of me. Live on Kick right now. You should just leave, I think. Wolverine jumps out at you. Hey, man. Oh my god. Wait, that is so good. Is that practical in camera? Wait a second. Wait, that is crazy good. Wait a fucking minute. That didn't look like 3D or anything. That just looked like really practical monster design. You can tell. Okay, yeah, this is definitely real. This is an actual prop. These are probably just only the hand and the head is built. That's so sick. Really good puppetry here, man. This is fucking classic filmmaking. I love that shit. Not your ass.
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being. The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. It
becomes happier. The smile becomes more genuine. It starts to learn empathy and takes in the little pleasures of life, like playing Pokemon. There's definitely conspiracy theories about Slender Man in this universe being based off one of these fucking things. There would be a lot of credibility to that creepypasta, slightly different colored mimic that wears a suit, eats exclusively children. Yeah, that doesn't seem too far-fetched.
The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat.
It looks like the specific meme I'm trying to think it. Wait. What are these things? Fucking just fucking idiot.
Of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment.
Look at him! Look at him! Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Mimic the throat goat? No, trust me, you don't want it going too far back in there, because that's where the teeth are now. This is why you pay attention in class.
Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics.
Get some hands, bro. Invest in 11s if you ain't got it.
If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authority.
Bro, it's literally like you just see it standing there, it looks at you, but it ain't bothered. You just walk away like that one goon in Batman. You see anything? Nope. It's like walking in on somebody getting intimate. It's like, oh, that's not my business.
Get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route.
Oh, so they quitters. The human endurance predator remains on top. This motherfucker gives up too easy. Wait, I gotta like find the, These bitches gotta hide in the goddamn woods. If they see one of us were able to get away, they give up. They're not like us. Humans are on top. Humans! Fucking walk them down till they can't move no more, bitch! You ain't got shit on us! Okay, bit over.
In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time.
I mean, maybe if you got like tiny little 9mm bullets.
In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate
He just looks so confused. They have no idea where he is.
area and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs. A harvester is a large, bulbous mass. The tendril can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally. The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way.
Dude, all of these things look like things you kill in Doom. This is literally one of the hives that you like rip the heart out of.
A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually,
Me when I have the disease that makes my ball sack weigh like 50 pounds.
it uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further.
A Doom-style game for Vita Carnis would be cool. I feel like a survival horror would fit the world more. Like, Doom would make it seem like these things are insignificant, but they are like overbearing threats to a fragile human.
The harvester is equipped with two types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines on each side of the branch. Those particular spines have a vein that feed into them that pump two types of venom. The spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis.
I'd just get up. Are we playing by like stain rules where blood type O means you get up the quickest?
The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected prevents blood cells from clotting.
Ugh, that's just mean, man. Like, let a motherfucker bleed out. Come
Whenever
on, man, just let my holes. He's just
Argyle.
forcing my holes to leak. And not the fun way.
Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine-equipped one. These tendrils sense the blood and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid.
Ooh, thirsty. Dude, fuck paper straws. Let's just make them out of meat. I feel like that's a nice in-between argument for people who care about the environment and people who are sick of their straws disintegrating when they fucking touch their lips.
The tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps.
Does it like cough them back up, just projectile style? You gotta watch out for bones shooting up and like hitting you in the crotch like Deadpool reference.
This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy.
Dude, I wouldn't even want to get this close to take a picture of these damn things because I know the spines are probably right under somewhere I've just stepped.
The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected.
Aw, well it sounds like this thing just deeply cares about little bunny rabbits.
It could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time.
Green flag.
Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators.
So symbiotic, mutualism. Or maybe it's just a fan. Maybe it just thinks they're cute. Yeah, so like if you went on a nice forest walk and saw one of these things, you're probably dead, but if you got your baby with you, they'll probably be fine.
The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests.
It's gotta be a shit day to be like southern Russia.
If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you.
If you are stung by a harvester, tough, you're dead.
No cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
What was that? What was that? What was that? Family attacked by harvester while hiking. Authorities refuse to handle it, only putting up warning signs. You don't tell the FBI to fucking investigate a dude who fell off a cliff. I mean, unless he was pushed, but you know what I mean. Dude, using a harvester for like murder or to hide a body is low-key goated. Like, the cops ain't gonna do anything. They're not going nowhere near there. They'll never find the body.
Best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
Just don't get eaten and you'll be fine.
If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. Staying close to the base of large trees or rocks.
Great argument is being made for living inside all the time. You know, with a roommate maybe, so in case a mimic comes around.
If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish move.
Forgiving is an interesting adjective.
If you have any objects with considerable heft like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands. Throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe.
Fucking just drop, like, it's literally a strip game. Like, throw your backpack. Take off your coat. What's the next heaviest object? Ooh, drop your pants. Ooh, drop that water. That shirt too. Go into the woods with 100 pounds worth of weight and just drop like 20-pound weights if you want to know one of these things. Just get strong as hell.
Next up is the host of influence. Has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event, not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. A host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It shares no other characteristics.
How is it that, so like trimmings come from the bulbs on the crawl, and then the harvester is like when those bulbs get really big instead of splitting off, right? The snakes, they all start out as nodes? Okay. It looks like the silhouette of Ghost Freak from Ben 10. This guy. Y'all remember this?
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils. Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers. On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are a hollow, hair-like structure extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Damn, what? Fucking, that's the nerf America has in this universe. Greatest country on Earth by geography, if nothing else. Like, just coast-to-coast country, all sorts of biomes in it, lots of access to ocean, the Mississippi River. But you got these things.
A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried
Do
great
they get you high at
distances.
least?
If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
Aww. I guarantee this would not convince, like, higher-ups to do anything about climate change still. Or cities are smoggier and getting host spores in them. The spores are a myth. They're not real.
But a couple hours after infection, the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination.
Shit, man. I'm relating to a lot of these symptoms right now.
Then more serious symptoms appear over time. Dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles, or someone you know show these symptoms. Contact poison control or emergency services.
Imagine you've just like had a crazy night out. Next day you go to work with a fucking migraine and somebody's like, he carries the sickness. This bro has the contamination. This motherfucker is possessed by beings above my comprehension. Get him out of here.
The organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk.
Oh shit, he walking.
The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual. If the infected makes their way to...
I'm assuming we're from the... we're recording from the perspective of an infected. He just pulled his camera out. He's like, I wonder where my brain's taking me. This will be so funny to watch later when I'm done.
They will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organ, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Damn, just not putting up any fight, man.
However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Oh. That's not so bad. Just keep your homie in a room if you see them like trying to walk off to random places. Free top surgery.
Like like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
He's like, well, I'm a leaf. Only known photos of a living host. Damn.
Scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. Next, the monoliths. The monoliths.
Hey guys, can I ask if this is a bar? Like cut the top off the whip like a trans man? Is that anything? How are we feeling about that? Kinda, sorta. Bars? The monolith? Pretty skinny for like what's supposed to be everything coming together.
Monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972 in the area of...
Ow, okay, yeah, sound warning on that.
There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter.
And you're just not gonna tell us where it is. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that activated my tinnitus. Ugh.
The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith has 2 trunk legs.
Damn! Wait, oh shit. The scale implied by this alone, like just imagining what's up top based off the really crude sketches, that's really effective.
That are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso.
Shit! Honestly, I kind of liked it when you only saw the legs.
The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven.
Twizzler monster. He looks really, like, chill here. He just looks like a little agitated. It's capable of a large noise and, in one case, an EMP pulse that disables electronics. I reckon, like, some dude could figure out, like, where this picture was taken, and so, like, based off, like, the land features.
There are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in
fact you can see one of them. It's like a mile, 2 miles away, still in the distance. That's
during this period. They were extremely aggressive. When the group of
okay, that noise is fucking so loud. This sounds like the Not Like Us radio edit, man.
The monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
How'd that go? Oh shit, oh shit. Wait, I'm backing that up.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed.
You know, I feel like they didn't fence it off far enough area, because I can see that thing pretty easily.
These meat beings.
Meat beings? Feels like you just degraded them.
And finally, the last creature on the...
What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Who is this creature? What are they? Are they dangerous? Continue its magic to help them. It may grow food or heal sickness. They continue to argue. There's an orb compromised of dark mineral with... Dude, wait, it's literally the meme. If you blended all 7.8 billion people on Earth into a fine goo, you would end up with a sphere of human goo just under 1 kilometer wide. It fits over Central Park. Isn't that crazy?
The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force.
Sorry about the Freddy Fazbear. I just had to at the end.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
Damn.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Have any information of the whereabouts of...
Well, that was a change of pace.
Be making a dish that has recently gained a fair amount of popularity. To start off, these will be the ingredients.
Oh, now it decides to get all quiet.
3 cups of penne pasta, roughly 3 cups worth of fresh scroll.
Bro, it just sounds like unappetizing. I made some cheesy crow penne earlier.
Is when you buy yours, or when you harvest them yourself. Try our company's newly released flavor enhancer.
To bring out the richness of flavor within each and every meal. Dude, this would be like a funny thing on stream to actually try and make. You know, I'm gonna write that down as an idea. Making the Vita Carnis penne.
First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
Bro, the water flaking off. How are you gonna do the meat? Probably just like grind up a bunch of different kinds of meat into one. Maybe get like McDonald's fucking chicken nugget goop. Oh wait, no, you know it'd be really funny? Just like get like some fast food chicken and fucking, or like fast food meat, grind it up, or just spam.
Grab your croll and a sharp knife.
I wonder what they used for the prop here. Like if this is like actual meat or if it's like... Texture is certainly interesting. If I had to guess, this is like... It has like some genuine juice to it. Oh. Oh, thanks for the sound design, Darian. Appreciate it. And for the long shots. I feel like it's some sort of real meat.
Crawl is soft on the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
Look at the clothes the person's wearing and notice their coordination is off. The flavor enhancer is the flavor of, or it's the color of the spores.
Then, gather the meat and set aside.
You know, for an uncoordinated motherfucker, you're pretty good at that. Pretty good at this part. He's doing his best, guys. Be nice, okay? Everybody has to start cooking somewhere.
Take your minced crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet.
Cross-contamination?
Across the stir occasionally until crisp and brown.
Sloppiest application of pasta and water I've ever seen. Bro is going vigorous on that shit.
Your crawl will be brown and crisp.
Bro, half the meat is unseasoned, bro. I know you mix it up, but you didn't even try.
Then add the crawl topping.
What happened to the cheese? What happened to the cheese?
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still
I found the
warm
cheese.
crawl. At this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer.
So you need to tune the fucking guitar, dude.
And now, you may serve and enjoy.
It looks like shit. It's so trash. I'm scared. Nope. Back you go. Although the other critters ignore the rest of their fellow kind, instead they secretly visited the slumbering visitor. They snuck what little food they had and carefully fed it to the prince, greatly hastening their recovery. Okay, I think it's like a storybook being told in pages across like the different things.
Many people get pets for companionship, form bonds, and grow relationships with these animals, even to the point of them being considered a part of the family. Most people get dogs or cats, but maybe you want something more interesting. You may want to get yourself a trimming. These lumps of meat have grown a reputation to be a loving companion.
Ooh, more puppet work. And like hiding it under the blanket implies affection and also hides some of the puppet work.
Although most people may not know the proper ways to care for them.
I feel like I just haven't seen like really in detail, like in camera stuff in ARGs or analog horror in a while. Like especially for the more grisly visuals.
We will be showing you how you can care for your pet trimming. Taking care of a trimming is fairly easy, but this is no reason to slack off.
It is kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. It just looks like a very geriatric turtle.
They are living things and do require maintenance.
I would hug one probably.
While trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions, you want to keep your base temperature near room temp, maybe slightly cooler. Trimmings prefer warmer areas to nest. A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside.
I thought he was just gonna throw the trimming in there. Oh, it likes to get all snuggle. Oh.
Want to give your trimming the best diet possible.
It's just a hairless cat, bro. A skinless cat. None of the hassle of hair or skin. Just the meat. Only the essentials on a cat.
Thing you give them. To keep your
They will eat anything you give them, bro. Give them your trash, fucking. Oh, that's really well done. Like, just like the visual of it actually eating.
You may give your trimming
Angelica, it's so cute.
Scraps of your food.
Quite if real, would you own one? Probably not over a cat, but I mean, like, in universe, they seem pretty harmless.
A thing to remember is trimmings are nocturnal and make plenty of noise.
Ah! Ah! They just like Kendrick Lamar scream in the middle of the night. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna, they just seem like babies, and I'm not big on having kids at this point. That's what having a goat is like. No, unironically, there's pets like that you can get right now. You'd probably get used to it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you'd probably get over it. Your fear response would probably be way lowered after having that thing for a year. Yeah, not that different from a husky, bro. I had a friend who had a husky that sounded like a person when it was howling at night. Like, just like crying.
Another thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living. Your home should have enough space for your trimming to roam around, as well as access to the outdoors, like a backyard. If not, be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks.
Imagine like being outside fucking like puppeting this thing.
Trimming the exercise they need.
Okay, trimmings are a popular enough pet that they can meet other trimmings in the neighborhood.
As well as allowing them to meet other trimmings.
How do they get along with other pets is my question.
Are a social creature and need to interact with others of their kind, like how they do in the wild. When it comes to entertainment, trimmings are not the most active, aren't the best at fetch or television.
He don't give a fuck. Just the ball rolling miserably is so funny.
But here are other ways to keep your trimming entertained. Some toys that trimmings like are little items they can push, around, pull, or carry. Trimmings also enjoy things that you enjoy as well, like watching the television.
It will get on Call of Duty and call your opponent slurs. Mimics after its owner.
They love seeing and listening to all the funny things coming from the devices.
He's like, oh damn, he's spitting. Why is the time on the clock shaking out of sync with the actual camera?
After After a long day,
What was that? Oh, it's just him again.
after a long day, your trimming might be dirty and need a wash.
iPad
Clean
kid.
and start your bath with a gentle warm water.
Damn, it's a nice ass
Mixed with a
bath.
bit of
What the
hand
hell?
Or body wash. Gently scrub the trimming's feet, armpits, belly, and neck fold. Remember to be careful around
Aww.
their faces.
Okay, it looks really cute in the bath. I can't even pretend, man. It's growing on me.
So gently pat dry with a towel when done.
Like, you just see it in such a domestic, like, context that it just gets cuter.
Now your buddy is all clean. And lastly, as said before, trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection.
It's a
Tender and
cancerous
wa-
tumor because it's growing on me.
It is best to replicate this behavior with them as well. Simply talking to them is plenty enough. You
I
can
do that with
talk
pets
about
anyways.
your day. If anything interesting happened at work, if you are working on any new recipe, or talk about the weather.
Please tell me they did, like, a trimming plushie.
Trimmings are very good listeners and love to be involved. With all of these in mind, you are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family.
Oh, someone's writing something down. I don't, like, if it's like a makeshift plush, it wouldn't be available anymore, but I at least want to see what it looked like. One day, the prince awoke suddenly. Thanks to the critter's assistance, the healing process finished quickly. Prince fully recovered and was fully awake and aware of his surroundings. Surprised by the sudden awakening, the critters ducked and hid from the prince's sight. Fucking course there was, dude. They sold 2,000 of these fucking things.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended, the cleanup process had started. During routine sweep of an underground train tunnel, cleanup crew made a grotesque discovery. Found completely filling the tunnel was a meaty wall, and in the center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it. Closer inspection of the blockage revealed that the mass was actually an extremely engorged meat snake.
Meat snake.
Its impeccable size had blocked off the entirety of the tunnel's path.
It looks kind of like the dune worms.
Another strange thing about it was its behavior.
The art's, again, really good.
Meat snakes are normally sluggish and encumbersome, but the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions.
I mean, bro, it was straight up chillin'. Bodies came to it. It didn't have to do shit.
Its behavior was that of a plant's.
She Vita on my meat snake till I Carnis. Hey, we finally figured it out, guys. We finally figured out the line. Its teeth are skulls. Oh, that's actually like a gnarly character design thing.
The reason the meat snake may act this way may be because it was completely lodged in place and minimized movements to conserve energy. But how would it have gotten this deep into the tunnel in the first place? And by the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time.
I'm not sure if this is supposed to depict like what is a sketch of what the monster looked like, or supposed to be archival imagery, because like the people seem photoreal, but this seems pretty clearly sketched. I guess you could chalk that up to artifacting. I'm probably thinking too deeply into the art style. I just get interested in that kind of thing.
The answer was discovered by a different cleaning crew, who found the other end of the tunnel. They followed it until it met with the...
It kind of looks like a vagina. You just want everything to be a hole. The creature is literally called a meat snake, and you're like, I want to put my dick in the meat snake. Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of y'all. We got this all out at the beginning for a reason. You had your chance. Behave. Sit down. Sit down in silence and think about what you did.
Alongside it was a huge pile of
Oh shit. Probably a huge pile of corpses. Yeah. Yep, that'll do it.
This meat snake's skin also displayed great amounts of resilience. It took several days of cutting to...
Dude, the way it said that is like, this meat snake displayed incredible feats of resilience. Look at this inspiring video where the meat snake lives through 70 years by eating people alive. Seen those YouTube shorts where it's just AI slop? You know what I'm talking about?
To even obtain a sample. You can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen versus a normal meat snake's membrane. Testing on the sample showed that it had great immunity to damage. It tolerated extreme freezing temperatures, extreme heat temperatures, and even high doses of radiation. It is a wonder how such durability can occur in an organic creature.
I don't know, just be me. I could take it. I can handle it.
Normally, it would have a sour smell of rotting flesh, but the specimen displayed a rather pleasant smell, like that of cooking scrambled eggs.
Well shit, this guy don't sound that
Meat
bad.
snake was later discovered to be missing by unknown survivors.
Where the hell it go? How do you lose that? I'd like have someone whose whole job is to just keep an eye on that thing. Slenderman? Not just some guy.
Grew in size was discovered to be...
Grew in thighs. God damn it. The thumb captions have made y'all. Ugh. What was that last one? What was that last image? One of the critters built up the courage to meet the now awake strain, crawled to the prince's side and extended their hand in friendship. The prince reached back and together they formed a bond that will change their fate. Vita Carnis, Mimic Defense Instructional Tape. This one's long, making it as dark and spooky. Oh!
As of the time of this video's release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale. The reason for this is because we are under attack. We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic population regulations, which is threatening public safety.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I relate, man. Everybody biting my style. Get it? My whole flow, everything. Everybody trying to be me. Mimics everywhere.
National leaders have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself. Here is what you need to know about the threat. Mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on human prey. Mimics gain information on people.
The solution here is clearly to ascend to something beyond humanity. Become that guy. Fucking like beat one to death with your hands.
By watching their daily lives and pick to hunt.
Dude, I swear to God, people would probably be doing like rodeos with mimics in the ring instead of like bulls. Like they absolutely would. Okay, or like the mimic run like in Spain.
People when they are most vulnerable. The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep.
Like like imagine if a mimic couldn't escape, bro. We gotta torment these motherfuckers. We gotta bully them.
Mimics are cautious and calculative creatures, taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt. They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise. One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture.
Like a closet? What are you trying to say, you snatched waist little freak? Come out of there. Everybody can tell. The door in this closet is made of glass.
Common objects that mimics
He looks like the squid from like Octodad.
can hide inside our sofas, recliners, wardrobes, ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait. Mimics are able to contort
Dude, tell me this isn't like so like, shit.
their body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller places.
By the way, I'm not saying in like a weird way. I'm saying like, they're serving, man. Damn, girly, okay. Oh shit, they got a lat spread too. Okay, damn, sure, God can do both.
Making themselves appear larger for intimidation.
Hey, this is my thing, like, y'all are like so focused on the height and like the big teethy shit and the snatched waist. This thing probably has like 0 ass. That's honestly probably for the best. You need some deterrent.
Another method mimics use to blend in is
Hey, it's me.
in very rare cases, mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings. Pairing this with clothing, it can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away.
That's gotta be like so insulting to your homie. It's like, bro, I thought I saw you on the subway as a mimic. It's like really mean way of calling your homie busted. It's like, yeah, bro, you apparently have a really easy face for mimics to replicate. They ain't even gotta change that much. Fucking heartbreaking.
If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features that may reveal their true form.
Yeah, like, imagine being told, yeah, you look a little like this, G-man.
Also pay attention to other exposed body parts like hands. Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails.
How are they gonna tear me open without even something like claws, bro? That's just flesh.
Mimics' legs are long and hunched.
Oh, yeah, they have like the thing where the knee goes backwards. They got 2 joints.
Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic. If it stands before you, do not panic. Stand your ground and try to appear larger. Wave your hands and make plenty of noise.
Sing the lyrics to your favorite song. It will make you seem coordinated.
If you are armed with a weapon, aim for the head or legs. These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat.
Better have good aim, bro. Bro, I'd be doing gun kata on this shit, man. Me, literally me, literally me, bro. Okay, too much copyright. Back to that. They said not to fight back. Oh yeah, this is probably all like misinformation. I don't care, bro. I'm definitely doing this.
Yep, it's working.
Hey, can we get a move on?
One sec. Still way too dark. One sec. There we go. Hello. Oh, there we go. You got some light now. But look at that over there. You can't see anything unless I like point directly over there.
Yeah, why don't you shine the light in that direction, man? I really want to see what's over in the tree line that I can't make out quite much. Talking like porn actors. I mean, this is like a thing you have to just kind of forgive with like indie media and shit. Like, especially like this is their first time they're using like real voiced or acted performances as opposed to text-to-speech or purely physical performances. Their best isn't good enough. All right, ADHD homo. Y'all cannot be coming here with those names and then try to talk shit. ADHD homo. Pick a fucking struggle, dog.
Still turns off and on randomly for some reason. Like, it's the best thing I could get my hands on, though.
Pretty good for like the 1980s, man. This is like higher quality than like an iPhone camera back then.
Camera and the light. Pointing at me, but don't point at my eyes, please.
Opposite request I'd be having. Didn't point at his ass, did point at his balls, though.
Like a barf bag.
Oh my god, that was evil, man! For what? Okay, that was like all of that shit was worth it for that bit. You look like a barf bag. They're cooked. Almost certain. Confidential. Bro, they should have done like the Philip DeFranco home studio setup, man. I'm just saying. Like, the news could be recorded at your home setup. I just hear like that Daughters song playing in like my brain. It's like, you won't get what you want. Like, just this in the back of my head.
Back there was the perfect time for a serial killer to just jump out and grab us, you know?
Cut it out. scary enough as is, Chris. Come on. This isn't funny. I just want to go home. Come on. Fine. I guess I'm going home without you. I'm cold.
With the flashlight, too. He's like, fuck you, bitch. You kept me out here too damn long. Hey, man. He did. He did. That brother is gone. Chris? More like Quaz.
What are you doing? Because this isn't funny.
Pick up the pace, girl. You are dead. Make noise. Make noise. Stay where you are and contact the authorities. Be sure to fight the thing. Sorry about the volume on that, fellas. I didn't turn it down fast enough. Hey, whatever you do, make sure you guys let yourself get cornered by these things. That way you can take it on in a fair one-on-one fight and show it how much of a bitch it is. That costume is a bit bad. I think I think the puppet worked a little more for me personally. I mean, obviously you want to escalate the presentation, so like I don't blame them for trying to get like the handle of it. I'm still excited to see what they have like in the pipeline. The critters led the prince out of the cave to the top of the hill. I can't read most of this. Vita Carnis species anomaly report. Mimic was a fan, he a fan. Carnish species log number 14. Abnormality documentation harvester. I remember you guys were mentioning this one. Notable population density shift discovered between the dates of 1989 August 1st and 1989 October 1st. I'm gonna be trying not to look at chat. I'm locking in for this one. Maps display the charted populations of harvesters' location on a monthly basis. Damn! August 1st. That's cool, don't tell me. That's fine. Damn, the Ace family looks different. Oh, the rot. It grows. And then? Shit! Not looking good! I do like the stylization of it, like, as blood splatters across the map itself. Oh no, the infection makes its ever-moving onward march. It's learned about manifest destiny! Pour one out for Canada, man. They are dogged on this video. Bro's playing on a pile of leaves he just got paid $5 by his dad to rake up in first grade. Well, he shut me up quick. Oh, wait a second. Bro, they're not supposed to kill small things. No, it got the kid. How's it looking on October, man? Oh, it's going inward. They're conversing. Seems like they're conversing on that island. Damn. That was loud, if nothing else. Took the child murder to shut down the horny. Well, if something was gonna do it.
Flavor, the most crucial component to enjoying a good meal. The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable.
I'm a big texture guy, too. It's gotta be a combo.
But what if you could savor every little detail you could possibly want? That is why we, at Nutrire Co, have made it so that you may enjoy every single bite you take. With our product, the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With overwhelming demand for this...
I'm not gonna lie, this is basically how I am putting seasoned salt on every vegetable. Like, no, not even a single fucking, like broccoli, spinach, asparagus.
Since our debut in mid-1990, the Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves, making your food even better to enjoy.
Even if it's that good, it feels like a little much to lather it.
Available on shelves now. Nutrire Co. Experience true savor.
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant, now allowing more generous amounts of enhancer at a time.
Applied bellow 60 degrees Celsius for optimal flavor. I think like you can tell like what is intentionally misspelled because it like will like probably on purpose misspell like certain words because it's like trying to mimic human dairy. You're not getting it perfect.
Nutrire Co. Experience true savor. Required for all meals, no matter how small it seems. Just a little more.
Ooh, you want to use the flavor enhancer so bad. Yeah, dude, okay. No. Like, it's one thing to create, like, an unsettled effect, but that, like, just actually fucking, like, triggered my tinnitus. New flavor enhancer, newly rebranded from Nutrire Co, and it is an instant hit. I thought I was about to play, like, the early 2000s tutorial music. Tell me it didn't come to mind. Like, yeah, you hear it? You hear it? Nutrire is facing charges after numerous reports of sickness from their flavor enhancer. Only statements from the company are dismissing issues and that their product is safe to consume. With the triangle in the logo and the triangle in the monoliths' faces. The rot grows. Oh yeah, like the plants that will grow out of like the ant's head. Like the shit The Last of Us was based off of. Carcass conflicts with the private organization of Containment and Research Consult Association Society has been experiencing backlash from government agencies about cooperation and violation of early introduced policies. New log. Message to Carcass. Okay, and I suppose this is that message. Oh, we're in the 90s now. Okay.
In the distant horizon, a group of monoliths stand vacant. Although closed off to outsiders, their stance can be observed well outside the perimeter.
I thought the bird was about to go through it. New log, message to Carcass, picking up where we left off.
It is known to have hundreds of thousands of fibers that weave themselves deep underground, all connected in a grand mycelial network.
You might be confused as to why you received this package. This was left to you because we share a common goal. I'm aware that you studied Carnis and researched their properties. Something isn't as it seems, and you know this too. And yet, no proper action, and normal silence about these affairs. People are afraid and confused, because they don't want us to know. We've been kept in the dark, while those above us slither amidst the blind.
Bro, they're using the crawl to map out clues to what the crawl is. This is like honestly like a pretty impressive, like you see like these cross like red line maps, the red thread charts in fiction a lot, but I think this is a pretty convincingly made one, with especially considering all the documentation. Moving to the island.
The monoliths are truly an astonishing sight to behold.
Me when I get the tape ripped off my mouth by my kidnappers. Thanks for watching! So guys, it looks like there's one more 10-minute video in the Vita Carnis videos that are currently out. Ouchies! My ears!
Mission brief. 3 ground teams are tasked with infiltrating a previously abandoned mall, titled Facility Zero.
I always love, like, watching these series and seeing how they get more visually sophisticated within these presentations. Hot-ass mission. Task Force 141 would have had this wrapped up in a day.
The mission will take place in 3 stages. Infiltration, encirclement, and ambush. Primary objective is to capture the facility and seize the items of interest for extraction. Numerous armed guards are located within the facility.
Several spheres composed of an unidentifiable material located at various locations on multiple continents. Each found thus far located via strange signatures being emitted by the orbs being caught on various devices. As of the time of this document is written, 4 singularities have been acquired. 3 more signatures have been located and are currently being investigated. Descriptions referred to on document number 1. Instructions are currently as follows. Remain on standby until singularities have been obtained. Once all entities have been apprehended and contained, begin stage 2 of the program. Refer to document Nutrire for basic briefing.
Alpha team, in position.
Beta team, in position.
Gamma team, in position.
Actually, it would be Alpha Bravo in the phonetic alphabet, but that's, you know, everybody would know that.
Beginning phase 1.
Bro, it's Sonic Heroes. Dude, look, it's Sonic Heroes.
Eyes on the point. Clearing pathway now. Pathway cleared.
Copy. Green light is a go.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, whenever I see the military-based ones of these videos, it's like sometimes you can tell when jargon's just getting thrown in to be thrown in. Green light is a go. I'm not gonna pretend to be like some expert, but sometimes it's just like, oh! You gotta just suspend your disbelief, but
Alpha team, copy. Beginning advance.
The fact you can make out the silhouette in the grain though, that's really sick.
Move, move, move!
I think this is 3D. I think this is 3D work. It seems to be kind of the go-to for a lot of the stuff is doing the VHS filter over Blender footage, but just the way the guy's moving feels either green screened in or Blender. Damn, there's a lot of them.
Lights off, come on.
Oh, is that one of the other teams? The way they're moving made me think, oh, them mimics. sound design's top notch.
Keep your distance. Single file.
Yeah, the one thing about, like, music used in this way is, like, in most analog horror series you'll see, music is used like, let me make sure I use this word correctly. Yeah, okay, like, it's, like, diegetic in that it's happening in-universe. You don't get a lot of music that's, like, clearly as a part of the presentation of the video. And I think it, like, definitely helps, like, the, anxiety of it all, like, heighten, but it, like, does create a level of removal from the setting. Because a video like this, even if it's supposed to be an in-universe document, it's not getting scored, it's not having a soundtrack.
Green light.
Can y'all at least engage with the media, please? I'm trying to have a genuine discussion about this shit. The music diegetic, call that shit sugar-free.
Eyes are secure. Turning blind. Light green.
Turning blind, going dark. Ugh. Bear with it. Bear with it.
The green light is a go. Begin phase 2 in advance.
The triangles and they form in a triangle.
Alpha team in position. We are experiencing mechanical interference. Should we resume? Copy. Phase 3 is still a go. Preparing for breach.
1. Breach.
Get down! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get down!
Oh my god! Wait, bro, I looked away for 2 seconds. Okay, we gotta run that back. We gotta run that back, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I look back at the screen, I'm like, what the fuck? There's 7 singularities and there's 7 monoliths. That's definitely a thing. The Chaos Emeralds. 7 Chaos Emeralds? Coincidence, same universe. It's a cult, baby! Oh my god, wait, did y'all hear that? Please tell me y'all heard that. That was the cutest shit ever. Did y'all hear that? Everything ends and then smoke goes, meow. Like, it was the cutest shit I've ever heard. I love you so much, baby. Fuck, I was hoping she meowed loud enough for the mic to pick up. Vita Carnis, Season 1 finale. Very cool. Made by Darian Quilloy. Alright, Season 2 trailer, fellas. This is a teaser of what's to come. Waddle waddle. It looks like a starfish. Looks like the venom vortex that Miles had to swing through in Spider-Man 2. Oh! Please don't make the Trimmers evil. Just let them be cute and innocent. My wife was cheating on me with a mimic, man. Can't have shit in this town. Literally in bed with the mimic. Ooh, those spiral patterns are crazy. Oh, wait, the visuals are already a gigantic step up. Season 2, coming soon? Kinda. Ooh, Easter egg, Easter egg. Mission summary. Success, success. Oh, they got it? Oh, good for them. Damn, son. Damn. How are we feeling about that? For any first-time watchers, how are y'all feeling about that series as it stands? I quite liked a lot of the practical work, especially like the bits where it was puppeteering where you could only see part of the monster. I think that was really effective. I've watched a lot of analog horrors at this point, so I'm sure some of it just comes from like, you know, knowing some of the trappings of the genre. It had like some of the common complaints you get in there, and it wasn't like really any too much worse or better than like complaints I typically have about series. I like the concept a lot. I like the ecology in the world building of it. I almost wish they established more creatures because that was like some of the most fun I had with it was like when it was just going through the living meat documentary, but also if you set up too many like moving pieces, tying them all together, making them relevant beyond just the world building of it all, it becomes a lot harder. So I don't blame them for only 7. It's still like very rich lore for the things they did include. It gave us one to easily latch onto in the form of the Trimmer. Thank you for watching this with me on Twitch. Did you know if you're watching this on YouTube, you missed out on the full thing live on twitch.tv/Kwote, where I'm live on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You should have been here. Fart incoming.